If you see the title, then you know we gonna get into some juiciness. I noticed that it went to my legs, and then I noticed it went to my butt. I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'm not complaining. Ain't nobody complaining. We not complaining, okay? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have missed you guys. A lot has been going on and I cannot believe it's been 3 months since I last checked in with you guys. YouTube is a little hard for me as a content creator. I'm not as consistent as most people, maybe because I am a mom and I have 2 kids and I have a full-time business and I'm trying to balance it all by doing it myself. I am going to try again to be more visible on this channel. You guys will see me more. I love this community. You guys are my heart and I just appreciate you so much for being here and staying tuned in to all of the topics that we talk about here on this channel. But today, it's really much a life update, giving you guys some insight to what's happened over the course of 3 months. Today, we have a wine glass. This is a little bit of water because we're being healthy. We're not doing Prosecco. It's a weekday. The wine glass is from Estelle wine glasses. These are beautiful and they come in so many different colors. You guys saw one in my last video. It was purple. If you see the title, then you know we gonna get into some juiciness about everything that's happened. So life update, a lot has transpired over the course of 3 months. You guys see my new hair. Your girl has been just going through it. I feel like social media, you know, we don't always share what's happening in our life. And so I recently found out that I had traction alopecia, which was basically from wearing too many pulled back hairstyles, too many tight hairstyles, over processing my hair. And so that was hitting me really hard. And I don't know, I just didn't feel like myself anymore. I was feeling really low. My hair has luckily not been overly damaged. It is still, I would say, viable and it can still grow back. I had debated if I was gonna cut it all off, but that's kind of like why I took a break a little bit. I was just trying to kind of cope with my feelings in that moment. And so dealing with that and then traveling a lot, basically your girl was eating. I was eating. I was like stuffing my face. I didn't care. I was like, I don't really care right now. I don't care. Give me the food. That's how I was. I think I am an emotional eater, so that tends to be my issue, and I'm working on that. So I was going through, just in all transparency, I wasn't feeling my best. There was a lot of anxiety moments, and I think anybody who is a mom and has 2 kids and is trying to juggle working full time, the household, and just staying kind of like grounded. It is so tough, it is so hard. So I give so much credit to any mom out there that is balancing it all and making their dreams come true. Kudos to you, you are a rock star. Dealing with that and kind of going into my last video where I talked about my goals and some things that I wanted to accomplish. Y'all, none of that happens, but guess what? It's okay because this is a transparency channel and I'm always gonna keep it real with y'all. I talked about like running a 5K. I think I wanted to lose like 10 pounds. And then I also wanted to like, you know, be consistent on working out. And I think those were 3 of the main goals. And let me tell you guys what happened. So after, you know, finding out that I had traction alopecia, I was taking a lot of trips, going on so many different trips. And of course you're eating while you're traveling and stuff. So that also, you know, you pick up weight doing that as well. And from there, the 5K never happened because I just never actively like signed up for one and like did it. I think that 5Ks are super easy to do and super doable. And it's still on my goal sheet for this year. So hopefully by December, I will have told you guys that I have done a 5K. We will see. And then in terms of losing 10 pounds, actually, no, I didn't lose 10 pounds. I gained 10 pounds. So on top of the weight that I had gained, I think I had gained 8 pounds after my surgery, like after a few months after. And then this course of 3 months, I had gained a total of 10 pounds. And I was like, what? I was like, how did I get to this point? Like, what happened? Now we get into the topic, all right? We get into the topic because I have to share with you guys. Getting a mommy makeover, you don't realize what happens when you gain weight. And a lot of videos will not tell you, like,
this is what happens when you gain weight after a mommy makeover. Your progress is completely ruined.
That is not true at all. Like, your progress is not ruined, but the fat does go somewhere. For those of you that are new to my channel, refer back to the other videos on what I have for my mommy makeover. But what I will say now is after gaining, and I will be transparent, I don't really give a crap how people react to it, but I gained 15 pounds after surgery. And so I started at 194 going into surgery, and then when I got out of surgery I was 197 because you're filled with fluids. And then after the surgery, I started to get my massages. I started, you know, obviously I was on a restricted diet. And so I started to shrink drastically. Like, I noticed that I was shrinking even more after the surgery when my swelling went down. And so I think the lowest that I had got to was 178, which was like literally the perfect number for me. So then fast forward, I had got down to like 178. And then I started eating back to normal, and then it went back up to about 185, and then I started traveling more and it went almost up to 200, and I was like, oh oh hell no. I knew for my personal frame I didn't want to do that anymore. I know that weight plays a big role in how I feel and just how I feel comfortably, like whether how my clothes are fitting, how I feel internally and externally. And health-wise, I knew I wasn't trying to go back to the number where I was the highest at. In the last couple of weeks, I have been working out. I've been eating a lot better, and so I was able to get back down. Your girl is on a mission. We getting back down, okay, sis? But I was able to get back down to 189. And so now I'm working to get closer to the 170s, and we'll see. Like I said, I'm taking my time with this. My body type is different, and everybody's body type is different. You might be like, wow, you weigh that much, but you don't look like it. So that's the other thing that I got after surgery. So when I started gaining weight, you know, I would go back and talk to my doctor and I'd be like, so I noticed that my stomach isn't really changing. Like, I would get a little bit of a pudge, but not like too much where it was like how it used to be before the surgery. Here's what happens, sis, okay? 360 lipo is like all around your midsection frame. And so when they lipo any of those areas, the fat does not go back to those areas, guys. It's dispersed everywhere because basically they're killing the fat cells that are in that section. And then, so your body, when it's creating fat cells, it's going to generate fat cells in other places. So what I noticed was my legs started to get a little thicker. I noticed that it went to my legs, and then I noticed it went to my butt. I don't know how to put it any other way. And I had to be like, oh. And I was just like, wow, this is what happens after surgery, is that the fat is transported to areas where you didn't know. I'm not complaining. Like I said, I'm not complaining. My husband's not complaining. Ain't nobody complaining. We not complaining, okay? So those are like the perks of gaining weight, is that like you'll notice that the fat goes into other areas. Now, I don't recommend being like, oh, I'm gonna gain all this weight back. Like, no, because you don't wanna ruin your progress. Essentially, you had the surgery to get to a size or a goal that you had in mind and stay there. But realistically, you know, after women have surgery or after you go through a mommy makeover and then you go on a restricted diet and then you go back to your normal routine, you're going to gain weight. It's just a natural process with this whole surgery situation. But one of the things that I really will say is that, you know, it's all about lipo. Like, lipo will literally like change the game and where your fat goes. Now I understand why celebrities do. I'm like, that's why. Now, I'm not telling you to go get lipo. I'm telling you to do whatever makes your heart happy. This is honestly a lifestyle change for me. It's one of those things where I really genuinely feel like you just really have to understand that going through this process is going to be a lifestyle change for you. And you can't necessarily go back to how you once were doing things, but also take things in moderation. And one of the things that I like to do is I use WW. So I will say I like how they've structured everything with their personal points program now. So what I tend to do is I will go into the app, and I love how they have kind of like an appendix for all of their 0-point foods. And so now I focus heavily on trying to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into my diet. Y'all, I still have the occasional sweet treat here and there. I'm not gonna cheat myself out of anything. I have cut back on alcohol drastically just because I know that alcohol is probably one of the main reasons why I did gain weight from traveling and drinking. The question is, did I mess everything up? Hell to the no. I think I saw another YouTuber talk about like, oh, go into surgery at your lowest weight so that when you get out, if you gain weight, you won't ruin your progress. But the word that she used when she said ruin your progress, I was like, I don't believe that's true. Let me make this as a disclaimer. If you gain 20 to 30 pounds over the original size that you went in at surgery, then yes, that your progress may be altered a bit. But if you are like me and you've gained less than 20 pounds, then it's not going to be a drastic difference from where you started. So like, what's next? Did I mess everything up? No, I did not mess everything up. Yes, I gained a couple of pounds, but weight is temporary. That's how I see it. I don't see it as a permanent situation. I see it as a temporary situation, and I plan on losing the weight, and I know that I can. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about getting healthy. I'm excited about going along the journey and working out again and just trying to build a consistent regimen. So yeah, so that is some of my goals. My goal is to just get back into a healthy routine. What I've been doing that has been helping tremendously is like, if I go to Starbucks, I was ordering the cinnamon coffee cake forever, but now I switched it and I order the turkey, bacon, and egg white sandwich, and I love it. And I still get my skinny vanilla latte. And then for lunch, I'll try to have like either a salad or some form of protein and a sweet potato just to fill me up. And then the evening time, I'll just repeat that and do it again and try to get some water in between. And if I am craving any sweet treats, I'll have it. I'll just have it in moderation now. But one of the things that I did want to say is I'm excited to start this Mommy Makeover series and really have a conversation about mommy makeovers and dig into what happens after this whole process, and not with just your body, but just with the amount of attention that you get, the level of confidence that you have, like every single thing that someone is curious about going through this process. And so we're gonna talk a lot more about specific topics about how your life changes, what happens after you get the mommy makeover, and how do you actually feel? Like, how do you genuinely feel now that you have had surgery? Do you feel different? So stay tuned for those videos. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to drop in the comments section if you have had a mommy makeover or any plastic surgery and gained weight from it and what actually happened. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any topics that you want to talk about in the mommy makeover section, drop them in the comments below and let's have a conversation about it. I hope you liked this video and you subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm super excited to share more content with you guys. Make sure if you're not following me on Instagram or any of my social platforms that you follow me there. Find me on social at Carmen Renee Blog on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, I don't even know, TikTok, all of those platforms. But I look forward to having more conversations with you guys about these topics. So take care, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.